Ready to retire and heading to Phoenix, Arizona? Here's everything you need to know about retiring here.
Welcome back to our channel. My name is Brayden, this is Shauna, and on this channel we talk about all things lifestyle and relocation in the Phoenix metro area. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can always be notified and continue learning all about living in Phoenix and what it's like to relocate here, all the different neighborhoods and the real estate market. And if you are thinking about moving here, we are licensed real estate agents in the state of Arizona. We love making these videos, but we're always getting calls, texts, emails from people that are relocating here, and we love that even more. So we want to help you find the neighborhood, the area, and the home that you love. So make sure that you reach out to us. Our information is down in the description and it'll be popping up on the screen. You can call, text, DM, email, whatever your preference. We're here for you. Now let's talk about what it's like to retire here in Phoenix.
Okay, so if you're thinking about retiring here in Arizona, there's a lot of different options for you, and depending on your lifestyle and what's important to you, that's going to really depend on where we kind of guide you. So we have active adult or retirement, age restricted. It's all the same thing, a lot of different names. So they are very active communities. People are out and about. One of the reasons that people choose these communities is because of the amenities that they offer. Golf courses right in the community, community centers in the community. They'll have tennis courts, pickleball courts, clubs. So whatever you're into, they probably have a club for that. And each community is a little bit different in the amenities that it offers as well. There's lots of golfing all throughout the retirement communities, but some different communities cater to different types of things. So depending on what you're interested in will depend on what community we might guide you towards. And another thing to keep in mind, you know, with the age restricted is you can still have your grandkids come over and things like that, but they just can't live with you. And there are different rules in each of the different communities. So that's when we would just have a conversation and be like, hey, what's important to you? What do you guys like to do? And we'll have that conversation and then we'll show you the different options.
Okay, and there are a lot of different styles of properties if you are looking to retire in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Anything from single family homes that are in the medium price point all the way up to luxury houses. And there's also, you know, if you're not looking to maintain a single family home, you're like, okay, I'm retiring, I want to golf, I want to run, I want to be active, I want to do sports and activities and clubs in the community, and you're like, I don't want to take care of a single family home. I want, you know, a little condo or maybe like a garden home. You want a Gemini home. There's tons of different styles. There are even like condo type communities where it's like you have a building, you go inside, you have like a parking garage, and then you go inside to your condo, and it's kind of like having an apartment. They have, you know, amenities and everything is taken care of for you. And so there's a lot of different styles of properties depending on what you're looking for. And so if you want, you know, you want to maintain your single family home with your private yard and things like that, there's definitely that. There's luxury homes, and there's, you know, things that are on the lower end of the budget. If you're like, hey, I'm retiring, but like I don't want to spend my whole retirement on my house and my living situation, like I, you know, don't need a lot. I need like 2 bedrooms, a little bit of space, but I'm not even going to be here a lot of times. I'm going to be out and about, you know, and you just don't want to maintain a bigger property or a bigger home. We definitely have those options. So one of the things that we'll look at is your budget and also how much you want to maintain, and if you're okay with, you know, a bigger HOA fee, or if you want people like maintaining your backyard, or if you would rather do that yourself, or if you're like, hey, I just want to, you know, not have to take care of anything, just live where I live and don't take care of anything else, and I'm just gonna, you know, pay my dues and have somebody else take care of the rest of that stuff for me. We definitely have that. So it'll just be, again, like Shauna said, a conversation when you are talking with us about retiring here in Phoenix, about what is going to be a good fit for you, your lifestyle, what you're wanting out of your retirement. We find that people are in a lot of different stages of retirement and what they want out of their retirement, what kind of things they're into, you know, that lifestyle aspect. And that's, you know, that's really why we make these videos too, and say, hey, give us a call, send us a text, email us. Like, because your lifestyle and what your needs and wants are when you're relocating, when you're moving here, when you're buying property is going to be so different from one person to the next. Even if you put two people that are retiring here, we find that typically like it's a wide range of what kind of housing and property styles that they want and that are going to fit them. So make sure you just, you know, reach out to us and we'll get those next steps and have that conversation to figure out what kind of properties we should be showing you.
Okay, when it comes to retirement in Phoenix, Arizona, a lot of people just think that there's Sun City, but there's so much more than Sun City. Of course, we have Sun City. We have Sun City West, which is a little bit newer, and then Sun City Grand, which is a younger community. That's one of our 45 plus communities. But there's also tons of areas in Peoria. Some people choose retirement in the Scottsdale area or Paradise Valley. Maybe you're looking for the country club lifestyle, you know, and maybe Verrado out in Buckeye, which is a gorgeous, beautiful community. They've got retirement out there, active adult, along with just the rest of the master plan community. So you have a retirement section, and then you also have a section with just families. They have the same thing in Vistancia. So it really depends on, like we had said before, what you're looking for when it comes to, you know, retirement communities, because they're all over the place. We've got them in Goodyear. We have them down in Estrella, which is also another gorgeous master plan community. So we have the traditional communities that are, you know, that people think about, like the Sun City and things like that, but there's a ton of other communities and options for retirement as well, just based on, you know, what your lifestyle is, your location, what exactly you're looking for. So whether you're looking for that country club lifestyle or you want like a much smaller, you know, kind of a tighter knit community, we have those as well. There's tons of communities up in the far Northwest Valley where we work that are smaller than Sun City, like Arizona Traditions, which is smaller, so you're gonna have more of that kind of community feel. Doesn't have as many amenities as some of the larger communities. So again, it's really just based on your lifestyle and what you guys are looking for, but we have communities all over the Phoenix area.
Okay, the last and final thing that we think you definitely need to know is about HOA fees, and what's most surprising to our clients that are retiring here in Phoenix is these fees called capital improvement fees. Now, most of the time you're thinking, if I'm gonna be buying into an age-restricted community or a master plan community that has an age-restricted and retirement section, you're planning on having to pay, you know, HOA fees to pay for the amenities, the golf courses, the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, the, you know, clubs and recreation centers, the pools, all of that kind of stuff, right? But what a lot of people don't expect is these capital improvement fees. These capital improvement fees can be, you know, depending on the community, they can either be a flat fee or a percentage of the purchase price. So it could be like $4,000 to maybe $8,000 to $10,000, depending on if you're buying like a luxury retirement property. And a lot of people are like, what the heck is that? And it's really just you're buying into the upkeep of all those community amenities. It is really surprising to people, but the thing is that, you know, we say every fee is negotiable in real estate, right? But a lot of times when you're buying into these communities, the sellers are like done, or it's family members that are selling to you. Their family member owned the property, and they're like, why are we gonna pay that fee for you to come into this community and use all these amenities? Like, we paid that when we came in here. And so we think that it's just really good to know about beforehand. For most people, it doesn't change their mind, but we have had a few clients that are like, no way, that's crazy. I'll just buy into a regular community and pay my HOA fees and my $400 transfer fee. I'm not gonna pay $4,000 to go and use these amenities because I don't know that I'm gonna use them all that much. And so, you know, just know up front that those fees are there, they're present. They're not on all communities, but I would say we see them more like 90% of age-restricted and retirement communities versus, you know, if you're buying into a community that just has an HOA and it's not age-restricted. So know about those fees up front, that, you know, we are gonna have to plan on what are you gonna do about that when you purchase. It has to be decided, you know, when you're making an offer on a property. And as much as we would say, hey, you just don't have to pay it, the fact is that you actually do. And it is a bigger fee. So just know that when you're planning your budget and your move out here, that you may have to set aside, like, oh, I need to set aside $4,000 to $5,000, potentially a little bit more, for that capital improvement fee, so that I can pay for those amenities that I'm seeking for that lifestyle.
So if you're thinking about retiring here in Phoenix, Arizona, it's so important that you reach out to us. We want to make sure that you get into the right community, and getting into a community that you love and fits your lifestyle is so important. So we get calls, texts, emails, DMs all the time from people. Our info's popping up on the screen. So make sure you reach out to us. We'll have a conversation and find the right retirement community for you.
And make sure that you don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, because every time we release a video about living in Phoenix or relocating here, we want to make sure that you can continue to stay up to date with the Phoenix real estate market and continue to learn all about living here and deciding if relocating to Phoenix is the right place for you.